So you want to retire selling options and running the wheel strategy, quote unquote, full time to create an income for yourself during your retirement years. In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact strategy that I plan to deploy during my retirement years, so I don't have to be reliant on a traditional job. And I'm also going to give you completely for free my retirement strategy guide. So drop a comment down below completely for free. I'm going to give that to you. And while you're down there, hit that like button and that subscribe button. It really helps this channel grow. And of course, I hope you're having an absolutely God blessed day. But guys, today we're talking about everybody's favorite topic. We all want to retire early. Who doesn't want to retire early? But how do we actually pull something like this off, like with actually realistic expectations? Listen, I see all the YouTubers, they're telling you you're going to make $10, $20, $30,000 a month selling options, but they don't give you the context, okay? The context is so important, right? All of us are in different financial situations. So that's the first thing we need to understand is, where are you at in your personal retirement journey, okay? Or do you have $1 million? Do you have $5 million? Do you have $500K? Do you have $200K? Do you only have $100,000? They're all going to dictate. Now, personally, guys, I'm going to be honest, the whole early retirement, all that BS, I believe God put us here on this planet to actually work. So I will always work. Till the day I die, I work. I love working, and I don't believe in like the traditional sense of retirement and doing and like kind of like just playing golf and traveling. No, I believe all of that can work together and still have a passion towards working, right? What I found with a lot of people that I talk about that want to retire early is just because you hate your job. You can change jobs. You can change your situation. You can reinvent yourself. Sorry to get crazy here, but you can wake up every morning loving what you do. And trust me, from the bottom of my heart, when you find that thing, the last thing you're going to do is retire from it, okay? Whew. Let's get it. I told you we're going to go crazy today. The second thing we need to do is we need to plug all the leaky holes. So we're going to quickly talk about what the wheel strategy is, and then also how we take it to the next level, okay? So if you don't know what the wheel strategy is, right, basically we say we're willing to buy 100 shares of a stock at a price and date that we choose and collect upfront premium. How does that look? Well, let me show you real quick, right? So let's take a look at a typical blue chip that I, like to run the wheel strategy on, and, we'll just show you. Let's go to Procter & Gamble. I love this stock. Has a decent dividend payment, right? We get about 3% a year dividend. I could sell my puts on it, collect some premium on the puts, right? Let's go take a look at what those puts are looking like. So we're going to sell a put. All I'm saying here is I'm willing to buy 100 shares of Procter & Gamble, and I get to name my date too, right? So I'm going to say, you know what? I'm going to go out 30 days, right? So in 30 days, I'm willing to buy 100 shares of Procter & Gamble, and guess what? Your boy gets to name his price too, right? So it's trading at the time you're recording this at 142, and you know what? If it's trading, at 141, you know what? I'll buy it. I'll take it, right? And for one contract, we could see our bid-ask spread here is fairly wide, so we would most likely collect around $350 of premium. This premium is cash flow, income, however you want to look at it. It's premium, but there are risks, so wait a second. They'll be going crazy on me now, right? So we'll go to our cash-secured put calculator. We'll type in our 350 here, right? And we are locking up, right, $14,100, right? Because your brokerage is going to need you to set aside that money. You're saying that you're going to buy 100 shares, but you better be able to back it up and actually be able to buy it if you have to buy it, right? So there are two outcomes of this trade, right? Number one, at 13th on the close, let's say that Procter & Gamble is trading above 141. Fantastic. We don't buy the shares because it's not 141. But the biggest risk is, let's say it's below 141. If it's below 141, right, you're buying it at 141. So if it's trading at 140, 139, 138, you're on the hook to buy it at 141. But for the most part, I like companies like Procter & Gamble because they've always recovered. They offer a great dividend, and I don't mind holding a Procter & Gamble. It's already a very diversified business model. All y'all have a Procter & Gamble in your house. Now, what does the trade look like? Locking up $14,100. We're collecting that premium up front. We're collecting 2.48% on our money. That's $350 divided by $14,100. And our expiration, I think it was like 32 days that we said. Fantastic. I like this personal trade. Obviously, I'm not a financial advisor. Results vary. These are just the premiums I'm seeing at the time of me recording this. And this is a hypothetical example, right? So that's not where we stop in, guys, right? Because the thing is, we're saying we're willing to buy 100 shares of a stock at a price and date that we choose customly collect that upfront premium. But we need to make a little bit more juice on that, especially during our retirement years. No leaky buckets during retirement, especially, right? But what we can also do is collect interest on our money as we wait to buy those shares. So let's go take a look at this, right? Let's say you actually are running this with like a multi-million-dollar portfolio, and let's say you allocate about $140,000 $140,000 to this specific trade on Procter & Gamble. You love it. You want to get into it. And you're going to lock that up for about 32 days. And you're going to collect $3,500 of premium. That's a lot of money. I don't care who you are. But guess what? You just locking this up with this crap broker right here, right? Yes, I said it, right? Is they are taking that $140,000 of yours and they doing the fugazi with it. They moving it around. They making money off your money and they ain't giving you any of that money, even when you pay them money to be on their gold platform, right? So what you can use is platforms like Fidelity, which passively, as you wait to maybe buy your stocks, they give you interest on your collateral, right? An extra 4 to 5% a year, right? Or whatever the interest rates are currently, it's around 4% right now. You're just walking by. It's like having a high yield savings account layered on top of your cash secured put premiums. So now we're collecting the high yields, we're collecting the interest, right? And we're also collecting the monthly cash secured put premiums or weeklies, whatever you decide to actually be running. That's how you layer on these things. An extra 4% on $140,000 or $1 million, that adds up drastically. To walk by that is ludicrous, absolutely ludicrous. Your pocketbook, trust me, will thank you when you're running this. Now, I do recommend doing this immediately. Go look at a brokerage like Schwab or Fidelity. Schwab is a little bit more manual. You have to move it from the money market fund to cover your cash secured puts if you end up getting assigned. But Fidelity, I like it because I'm busy. I got other things I'd rather be doing. They are completely passive. And yes, you can get all these calculators, guys, completely for free, plus my full trade lock template. Just attend the Ark Options Strategy workshop down below. It's a 90-minute workshop. I'm going to show you all this stuff in way more depth. Plus, at the end, I give you this stuff completely for free. No strings attached, okay? Now we got to go to the next part. Is most likely during your retirement years, you own hundreds upon hundreds of shares of stocks, right? All sorts of stocks that you've maybe gathered over your lifetime. Maybe you've been selling options. Maybe you're just getting into selling options during your retirement years. Lots of our community are retired and they are doing this to make income, right? And that's awesome, fantastic, right? And they're only just learning about it. But the advantage they have is they've got thousands upon thousands upon thousands of stocks, right? And what we can actually do with our stocks is rent them out for premium, right? So let me show you. Let's say you own like 100 shares of like QQQ or something, right? And obviously QQQ is an ETF, and most likely you do own hundreds upon hundreds of shares of ETFs during your retirement years. And what we can actually do here is we'll go to trade QQQ, and instead of selling selling a put, we're going to leave it at sell a call, right? And let's just say we'll go out to about that 30-day expiration, just so we get a 32-day expiration, so we can keep everything the same. Okay, now we'll just, for the sake of this example, we'll just say you own 100 shares of QQQ at 622 because you're going to see why the numbers skew here in a moment. I'll dive into it. So let's just say, you know what, if it hits 630 the following month or in a month, I'm totally cool selling my 100 shares. So what I'm saying is I'm willing to sell my 100 shares of QQQ for a certain at a certain price on a certain date, being February 13th. Right? So let's say 630, right? Look at the juicy on this thing. My goodness gracious. $1,200 of premium that we are collecting on this one, right? And look at the tightness of the Brita now. So we'll just say 1238 right here. Go to cover call calculator, 1238, right? Strike of the option. What do we say we're going to sell for? $630, right? We're in big boy territory here with these. 630. Our purchase strike price is we are around current market value, 622. Let's just say you own 100 shares of QQQ at 622, right? Boom. All right. So let's see how this trade actually looks like. The premium divided by the purchase strike price times 100, $62,200, right? Premium divided by that number gives us about that 2% return in a month. If we end up selling our shares, we'll make an extra profit of $800 for a total max profit potential of about just over $2,000. So what can happen in a situation like this? And this you have to be comfortable with. Let's say your 100 shares, right? Or let's say on the 13th at close, right? QQQ is trading below 630. Perfect. We don't sell our shares. We rent them out for the following month to collect more premium, right? The second thing that can happen here, though, is let's say QQQ is above $630. It's at 635, 640, whatever. You're on the hook to sell your shares at $630. Okay, so you have to be comfortable with the risks of a situation happening like that where you may have to end up selling your shares. If you're more worried about selling your shares and you genuinely do not want to worry, you're passing them on to your kids, don't do the strategy. Very, very simple. Very simple. Don't do the strategy if you're scared, you're 100% don't want to sell your shares. But for me, when I'm selling options, especially during my retirement years, my goal is to create income, right? Because I'm not working a job. So I'm trying to use the assets that I have to actually, make me money. Because even if I sell my shares here, I'm getting a massive amount of money back, right? I'm getting $63,000 I sold them for, plus I have the profit. Then I can sell puts into something else, which leads us to the next point. With the covered calls, what I like to do is I like to do this on dividend-paying stocks as well, right? Because if I'm doing on dividend-paying stocks as well, look at how this whole system is working, right? We got cash-secured puts working, our interest, we're collecting interest on that money while we wait to buy stocks. We got our covered calls going on dividend-paying stocks, right? So we're collecting another, 4 to 6% dividend payments on stocks as well, right? And you could see this, right? You could see how this whole system is working together, and inevitably, eventually, unfortunately, part of this whole entire strategy is that we end up having to sell our shares, and then we simply recycle that capital to saying we're going to buy 100 shares of stock at a certain price on a certain day, collect collateral, and move, and so on and so on. If you want to learn more about the strategy, click the first link in the description of today's video. At the end of that Ark Options workshop, I'm going to give you a bunch of free bonuses, my 2 premium calculators completely for free, as well as my full trade log template, and you can walk away with this stuff completely for free at the very end of that training. So click that first link, guys. Remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.